time for the Wily stages. Now this is where, as the sound engineer, I had a bit of fun. Yes, I did go there. Because a lot of the songs in the soundtrack are pretty long, I didn't have room for an extra Wily 1 theme, so Crashman's theme, which also fits well for this stage, is used instead. Orb, 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 orb. Oh, I want that one up. Gimme. Yay! Careful of the ice physics. So item 2, as you saw, is a high jump, and... No, item 3 is the high jump, and item 2 allows you to hover in air. There's a cool gimmick with item 2 you'll see later on. Woodman's weapon, Dancing Leaf, can be moved for the cost of some energy. It's good for taking out that Joe. We're gonna want to conserve as much energy as we can. Not too worried about Dancing Leaf, though, so... That was close! Now for a really annoying room. Item 1 gives you invincibility frames, but it delays when you can pause. So you have to time this perfectly. And that was pretty darn perfect. So was that jump. Ha ha! Item 2 to boost our jump height, and item 1 to get down this column of spikes safely. Orb, 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 die. Another Dancing Leaf will take you out. Item 2 just to be safe. We're almost through. Now we'll use our first weapon. Well, no, we use Dancing Leaf. Heatman's weapon is an uncharged... Well, when it's not charged, it doesn't use any ammo, and it's basically the Buster. You can charge it to 2 levels. It can, what was I saying? The final level of charge is a flaming sword, and, well, 'tis the sword that slayed the dragon. And yeah, this boss is really easy. Okay. Stage 1 out of 6 complete. The best part of waking up is Folgers in your cup. This stage is interesting. We're going to want to refill the flame weapon. I think it's called Flame Bearish. I don't know if I'm pronouncing it right. We'll need it for the next room, so... The green stuff is instant death. Do not touch it. Even above, it can kill you, so... Now we have forced item 1 usage. Yeah, good luck getting past this any other way. Now we too can throw the music away, around, and all over the place. It's good for dealing with prop tops. Alright, this next room is a bit tricky, but it's not as bad as you would think. Now that I've said that, I better not mess it up. Yeah, it's not that hard. We're now at the checkpoint, so that's good news. I think we are? Yes. Back to full energies, which is nice. Almost got through that perfectly. That is a tough room. Now, time to use Crashman's weapon, which is called the Taeun Bomb. Why Taeun? Taeun, 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 Taeun. Isn't that great? Now, this is probably one of the weapons that I rely on the least in the stages. I actually don't rely on it at all unless it's absolutely necessary. Time for some more block puzzles. Full jump. Another full jump, and this part is tricky. You want to make it up here, and use item 1 and run across those blocks. Aha! Now, it is time to fight Ohio. This is another one of those bosses that's easier on the difficult mode than the normal mode because of ladders. Well, no, not because of ladders. This whole boss is ladders, but the knockback is not an issue here because of difficult mode, so... Even if you take a few hits, you're pretty much guaranteed to win, if you just stay to the left. The best part of waking up is going to Dunkin' Donuts! Alrighty, time for Wily 3. This is the weapon get music. It's actually a much longer theme that is from a game I really like, and it's one of my favorite themes ever. Very, very epic and very, very fun. And it's in my favorite key of F-sharp minor. Might as well. More conveyors. The ones that are pointed down, obviously, are fake platforms. Now time to have an aneurysm. And we're good. Oh, 1-up. Nice. This next room is tricky. But not that tricky. Using the Eclipse Clock, which is Flashman's weapon, we'll be able to get through without issues, and we'll take care of these enemies at the end. Now time for a really annoying boss. I'm convinced it's not possible without tool assistance. Thankfully, there is a glitch. We're gonna need to use item 1 to lock ourselves inside his hitbox, and then we can actually stay there without getting hit. Like so. Yeah, I do not want to deal with crash bomb explosions. Now, if I miss a shot, don't panic. Well, don't panic, you're not the one playing the game. I won't panic, because I can miss a total of 8 shots before the fight is impossible. I can use fully charged flame swords to take care of the rest of the match. You have to jump slightly to get the projectiles to aim where they need to go. I don't think I've ever completed this fight without missing at least one of the shots, but so far I haven't missed. Yeah, and it takes a while. Just 2 more shots. Hooray! I didn't miss! The best part of waking up is going back to sleep. Now we'll have to grind for just a little bit. Oh, lucky me. Large energies, please. We'll take that one up, I guess. Oh no, that's not good. We can grind with other enemies as well, so I'm not too worried. I missed. There we go, that's what we're talking about. Wrong energy. That should be fine. Moving on. Yeah, that's cursed. And we're at the end of the stage already. Oh wait, shoot, what? Why wouldn't it let me in? Oh no. Did I make a mistake when programming this? Oh shoot. Psych! Now most people already know about how the stage works, so it's shouldn't be too much of a surprise. I just wasted item 2 for no reason. Oh well. Goodbye, Matt. Okay. Time for this section. That is very bad. I should not have used so much item 2. This basically means I'm screwed. Yeah, thankfully the pickups do come back, so we can afford to die a few times. Now we should be okay. I'll take that. This room is a tricky one. You have to time it just right, not too fast, not too slow. Otherwise you'll run out of ammo or not make it to the top. Alright, just one more room. And we're through! Now, which weapon needs to be filled? Probably item 2, though we're not going to be needing to use it much. Actually, you know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna leave it alone. There's a reason why. In case I die on the boss, I'll need to get some of this weapon energy back for the rematches. One of the best designed buoy beam traps I've ever seen, honestly. You can pick up the bubbles to get your energy back, that's not good. This last one is really tricky. That wasn't too bad! Okay. The best part of waking up is Newman ultramicroscopic silicovolcanic coniosis. I'm crazy. Time for the rematches. We'll start with Airman. All bosses have had us change to their room layout. And this is the worst one. Whoa, that was close! But you're dead, and that's all that matters. Next up, Bubble Man. Those spikes are troublesome. But that wasn't too bad. Now, Quick Man. He's not that hard if you know how to deal with him. Get back up on this platform, buddy! On the platform. On the platform. So I can stun him for a very short time. I want to be sure I'm right next to him. And without wasting any frames, lock him into this pattern. If I'm a tad bit too slow, he'll lunge at me. That was too slow. I've had him spawn into me in this room before and soft lock the game before because it removes my sprite. You do not want that happening. So we'll keep him still like this until he's dead. And no, the time-stopping weapon, Eclipse Clock, does not work on him. I took a risk there, but it paid off. Time for Crash Man, who is now a piece of cake. Start by mashing, and be prepared to jump. Yeah, that was silly. Next up, Metal Man. Metal Man is actually kind of tricky because of this room layout. He can easily get you cornered. And I'm using Quick Man's weapon not because it's his weakness is the Time Stopper, or Eclipse Clock, but because if I need to hit pause immediately, these bullets don't linger on screen as long as the Buster Shots do. And speaking of which, now we're clear to win. Okay, next up, Flashman. In Flashman's original room, the graphics were flashing, and this messed with the RAM a bit. But now that the graphics are still, we can actually do a pause trick. Trust me, you cannot do this in the original room. Yes, I'm the one to have discovered this pause trick, and use it if you'd like. I would not fight this guy any other way with this room layout. I really wouldn't. Otherwise, it's almost impossible. Unless you're on the normal mode, then you don't have much to worry about. And I don't want to hit him with the explosion, because then you can't hit pause, obviously. Next up, Woodman. Obviously, he's weak to the fire weapon. Immediate item 1 use to dodge that. We'll need to do a quickly timed... Now we'll have to do the pause trick to get him to jump further. Good. That way we can just keep him up there. And from here, I'll be able to land the last shot on him. I don't need that energy, so we'll be fine. Last up, Heat Man, whose only real room difference is ice physics. But since the projectiles come from behind us, this is not a worry. Yeah, this is silly. And you're dead. Time for Wily Machine 2. Wait, we don't need that weapon yet. And new boss music. Some more classical stuff. Now we switch to this weapon. Very solid run. Okay. The best part of waking up is I don't have any funny ideas anymore. Time for the last stage, which is a problem. For one reason. This final boss. It's so hard that the romhacker takes pity on you and gives you an E-tank. Even though we've had no E-tanks the rest of the game. Also, this looks familiar. Yes, it's Mr. X's stage. Wily was Mr. X in disguise all this time. I'm also not worried about having low weapon energy. That will be refueled once I make it to the bottom of the stage. There's an invisible Yashichi that you pick up right here. Now, if you die, you can keep getting more and more E-tanks. Which is the way it might have to go. Because Zero has over 200 HP. You have to multi-hit him to win. So you want to land the bomb, and you want to land the explosion and not the bomb. Oops! Yeah, the crystal is very hard to dodge, but thankfully we saved the E-tank, meaning we have 2 for this next round. We have so many lives, I'm pretty much guaranteed a victory here. I need to get item 2 now. The snow is not cosmetic, it will hurt you. That's what I'm talking about. And now E-tank. Another E-tank. Got hit by a lot of snowflakes there. And I win. That's the game! And the end of the Hallelujah chorus, because if you couldn't tell, Handel is my favorite composer. We'll hear one more track by Handel, and that will be this ending theme. Thank you all so much for watching. This is one of my favorite games to play, and being able to play a game with my own soundtrack, even if I didn't write the music myself, a soundtrack that I worked on, is quite a fun experience. Arranging and hacking the music took quite some time, a little over 2 weeks, but it was very much worth it. I'll see what I can do to make this hack available for people to download and patch to their own ROM. I will not distribute the ROM, that's against the rules, it's illegal. But at the same time, this hack hasn't aged too well, not many people play it. So I think the only reason why people would want to even watch this video is just to hear some new music, so maybe I'll do another hack that'll be an original with new stage design and such. But I don't know how to hack anything else besides music, so in the meantime, that's just not going to happen. Can't forget about Fishman. And that's it.